Hey guys, it's Laura. Welcome to my story. So today, as always, we're going to be reading from Hans Christian Andersen. And let's just go ahead and get into it. We can talk afterwards. Let's just go ahead and start reading. My book is right here, so I'm going to be looking down. Let's go. This story is called Kept Secret But Not Forgotten. It was written in 1866 by Mr. Andersen, and it is actually 3 different types of stories. Ignore the blue paint on my finger. And let's just get into it, because this one is actually really sweet and very sentimental if you think about it. Oh, here we go. Kept secret but not forgotten. I apologize. My allergies are all over the place right now. There was once an old mansion with a moat and drawbridge. The drawbridge was more often up than down. Not all visitors are good or welcome. Under the eaves were loopholes to shoot out through, or for throwing boiling water, yes, even molten lead, down on the enemy if he approached too closely. Indoors are high raftered ceilings, and this was good because of the space it provided for the large amount of smoke that rolled up from the hearth fires, where huge damp logs burned. On the walls hung pictures of men in armor and proud ladies in heavy robes. The grandest of all was the lady of all the ladies was living there. Her name was Mette Muggins. Muggins? I'm not sure how to say that. And she was the lady of the manor. One evening, robbers came. They killed 3 of her guards along with the watchdog, and they bound Lady Mette with the dog chain in the kennel, and then seated themselves in the great hall and drank all the wine and the good beer from her cellar. Lady Mette stood chained like a dog, and yet could not even bark at them. Then the robber's servant boy came to her. He had very quietly stolen away from them, knowing this must not be noticed. For if it were, they would have put him to death. Lady Mette Muggins, said the boy, can you remember when my father rode the wooden horse in your husband's time? You prayed for him then, but it wasn't possible for you to help further towards freeing him. He was made to sit astride the block until he became a cripple. But you snuck down to see him, as I have done now, and you laid a little stone under each of his feet to give him some relief. No one saw it, or perhaps they pretended not to. For you were the gracious young mistress of the manor. This my father has told me, and this I have kept secret, but not forgotten. Now I will free you, Lady Mette Morgan. And then the 2 of them took horses from the stable and rode through the rain and wind to get the help of friends. This was being well repaid for that small service to the old man, said Mette Morgans. Kept secret, but not forgotten, said the boy. The robbers were hanged. That is the first of the stories. Here's the second. There stood an old house. It still stands there, in fact. Not the house of Lady Mette Morgans, but that of another family. It is in our own time. The sun is shining on the gilded spires of the turrets. Little wooded isles lie like bouquets on the lake. All around them swim wild swans. There are roses growing in the garden, but the lady of the house herself is the loveliest rose. Bright with happiness, the happiness of good deeds, not done outwardly before the wild world, but within the hearts of people, and there kept secret, but not forgotten. Now she goes from the mansion to a little peasant cottage in the field. In it, there lives a poor paralyzed girl. Sorry, I had to fix my necklace. A window in the little room faces the north, where the sun does not enter, and where her only view is a patch of meadow that is shut off from the high earth around a ditch. But today there is sunshine inside. God's warm, wonderful sun is there. It comes from the south through a new window, where before there had just been a wall. The paralyzed girl sits in the warm sunshine and looks out on the wooden stream. Her world has become so wide and so beautiful, and all at the single word from the kindly lady of the manor. That word was so easy, the deed so small, she says, and the happiness it gave me was so unspeakably great and blessed. And that is why she does so many good deeds and remembers all those in the poor homes around her and in the rich homes, where there also are afflicted people. Her deeds are done in secret and kept secret, but they are not forgotten by our Lord. That's the second. Here's the third. There was an old house in the middle of the great busy city. In it were halls and chambers, but we won't enter them. We'll remain in the kitchen. And here it is, snug and bright. It is clean and neat. The copper utensils shine, the table is polished, and the sink is as spotless as a freshly scrubbed larding board. All of this has been done by the maid of all work, who has still found time to put on her own best dress, as if she were going to church. She has a bow on her cap, a black bow, which signifies mourning. Yet she has no one of her own to mourn, neither father nor mother, neither family nor lover. She is a poor serving maid. Once she was engaged to a poor young man, and they loved each other dearly. One day he came to her. "We have nothing," he said, "and the rich widow across the way has expressed a warm interest in me. She wants to make me well-to-do, but you are in my heart. What would you advise me to do?" "That which you think will be best for your happiness," said the girl. "Be kind and devoted to her, but remember that from the moment we part, we two must never see each other again." A couple of years went by, then she met him, her former friend and sweetheart, on the street. He looked ill and miserable. Then she could not keep from asking him, "How are you getting on?" "Prosperously and well in every way," he said. "My wife is brave and good, but you are still in my heart. I have fought hard, and it will soon be over. Now we will not see each other again before we are with the Lord." A week has since passed. This morning it said in the newspaper that he has passed on. Therefore the maid wears mourning. Her sweetheart has left a wife and 3 stepchildren, it said in the paper. That rings badly, and yet the metal is pure. The black bow tells of mourning. The girl's face tells of it still more. In her heart it is kept secret, but will never be forgotten. Yes, as you see, there are 3 stories, 3 stalks, 3 leaves on one stalk. Would you like to have more such clever clover leaves? There are many in the book of the heart, kept secret, but not forgotten. I really like this. This is really sweet and very kind. I'm not entirely sure what it means by a wooden horse and that it crippled him. I am kind of scared to look it up because I know it is a torture device. So I'm not gonna do that. So anyway, I got a puppy. Mia has come to visit. Decided to come visit. But a lot of things in your life can be secret, but not forgotten. I know secrets about my best friend that are kept secret, but I've never forgotten them. She has secrets about me that aren't forgotten. I know secrets about my husband, my family. All my secrets are kept, but never forgotten. So, if you have a secret for someone, never forget it. Because knowing that your secret is kept, but not forgotten, especially if it's something to do with helping someone. Like it said in the second story, her deeds are done in secret and kept secret, but they're not forgotten by our Lord. I think that's the most beautiful line in the whole story. So, So next Friday, this Friday, words, English, can't speak. I will have my Harry Potter review up, my Chamber of Secrets review. Mia wants back up. I'm sorry. Okay, come here. Okay. My Harry Potter review will be up. What are you doing? So, look forward to that. And other than that, I hope you have a great day. I hope your story is unfolding the way you want it to. And be kind to everybody else. Bye-bye. Bye, guys.